and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to go over my to be read list, my TBR for July. There are, I believe, 8 books on my list. I probably won't get to all of them in July, but my goal is to at least get half of them read, and then in August I will add them to the August list. First off, I will talk about a book I am currently reading. I started this at the end of June, and it is called My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I have read this book before. Well, technically I've read it before. I listened to the audiobook, and it was really good. It was about 2 years ago, so I wanted to try to actually physically read it. Plus, the book looked really cool. So, that's my first book. My second book, my physical book, is called The Diviners by Libby Bray. It is a YA novel. I don't know much about it. I've heard really good things. In the back of the book sounds really, really good. It's like 1920s New York, so I like the history of it. So that'll be my book after Best Friend's Exorcism. Maybe. I don't know the order I'm going to actually read them. But the third book on my list is I Am Behind You by John Avid Lindquist. I'm not actually sure how you pronounce his name. But he wrote Let the Right One In, which I wish my library had a copy of, but it didn't. But it did have this, and I have heard really good things about it. It was in the YA section, which I'm not sure if it's actually a YA book or if they put it in, but I'm looking forward to that. The next book is The Deep by Nick Cutter, and I really enjoyed The Troop. It was something a little bit different for me because I usually don't read about like creepy stuff like that. I like other creepy stuff, but it was good, so I'm willing to give this one a shot. I know a tiny bit more about this one than the others. I do know that it's in the ocean, and I believe that they are trying to find a cure for Alzheimer's, but I'm not entirely sure. The next book, physical book, it's the last physical book, is The House by Bentley Little. It sounds like it's a haunted house book. I've never read anything by Bentley Little, so this will be a new experience. I hope I like it. And it does have a little blurb by Stephen King, so hopefully actually I think Stephen King has like a blurb on almost all these books, so that's really cool. Alright, and then on my Nook, or my Kindle, I used to have a Nook. On my Kindle, I have 5 books that I would like to read. I think I'm gonna go from like a physical book to an e-book to a physical book to an e-book. I feel like that would be a good pace, and I tend to read books on my Kindle faster than I do physical books. I'm not entirely sure why, but I have The Hunger by Alma Katsoon. I know it is a fictional telling of the Donner Party, which would be really, really cool to read because I love history and I love like macabre history, and that is a macabre time in history. And then I got Summer of Night. That was The Hunger, and then Summer of Night. I had started to read that a little bit, but I haven't finished it. Not on here. Like, I read like a physical copy from the library, and I believe it is a coming of age kind of story, like almost like It, not the same plot, but almost teenage children learning to cope. And then I got The Montauk Monster by Hunter Shea. I have never read anything by this man, but I really like Monster, creature features. Like, I really like The Evolution, and I like Jaws the movie, and I like Godzilla. Like, I like monster movies and stuff. And a fellow YouTuber had recommended that in her summer reads, so I thought I would check it out. Another book I saw on Kindle, it was actually on Kindle Unlimited, is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. It sounds like it's more of a mystery than a horror, and I'm trying to branch out into mystery. It's hard for me to read mysteries because if I figure out what's happening, then I lose interest in the story. But we'll see. And then the last one on here isn't a horror. It is an adventure story. But the movie is very near and dear to my heart. My mom and me watch it almost anytime we see that it's on TV. It's called The Poseidon Adventure. It's about a cruise ship that gets overturned and about a group of survivors. I don't know how the book differs from the movie, but I really, really enjoyed the movie. I like Titanic, but I think this is a better action story than Titanic. Titanic's like a romance, and then it has the second half where it's all the boat sinking. But Poseidon Adventure just gets right into it, and I think the characters are really good in the movie, so I'm hoping they're good in the book. And that's what I plan on reading. Like I said, I probably won't read all of these books this month because, like I said, it's hard for me to read physical books sometimes. It takes me a while. But yeah, I hope you have a great day. And what are you reading? Let me know what your next book is, or what you're currently reading, and if you recommend it to me. I hope you have a great day, and it's 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. Bye!